Welcome to Coca-Cola Super Speedway, the fictional 3-mile super speedway in NR 2003, where tonight Stinger brings you the newest, next generation of NASCAR Cup Series vehicle at this old 3-mile track. They run flat out at almost 250 miles an hour. It's exactly like Talladega, just longer and banked higher, and it does produce the exact same action. I'm with somebody who was here last night as well with me. It is the first corner. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Just not really feeling too well as today, just this morning, got into a neck injury, so I was not able to start the event tonight. As it kind of makes it to where I have to stay pretty still, and I have tested, it does make driving pretty hard. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty pumped for this race, and that's a good way to start off the weekend.
Well, we're sorry to hear that, but I believe you've driven here before in Stinger. Don't know if it was this exact mod, but racing at Coca-Cola, as I said, kind of like restrictor plate racing, except way faster. Anything you want to add to that?
I'm just gonna say now because these are the next gen cars here tonight. Uh, we're gonna hit really high top speeds. I believe over 200 miles an hour, if not pretty close. As down the back is where you're gonna see a lot of action between these drivers and a lot of probably wrecking, as we saw during our practice session. Uh, really is that we're just gonna see a lot of action here tonight.
Well, you just saw it up top of your screen. First driver to set a lap has been Chad Jones Jr., and after a few others set a time, he is still on the pole with a 47.2. Behind him, Ben Cusson with a 47.4 as the rest of the field starts to come in. Once again, we'd like to note that there is a 15-car starting cap in the Stinger League, so top 15 in qualifying will make it into our main show here. I believe it's something like 34 or 24 laps for this event here. We'll check that in just a moment. Actually, you'll see it up top on your screen with our new NASCAR.com inspired ticker developed by our league president, Jack Curry, here at Stinger. Still, Chad Jones Jr., who has set his second and final qualifying lap of 47.048. Ben Cusson still behind him, as it looks like most, if not all, of the fields has set their full qualifying times. Mishi Hood bouncing back from a few poor runs at both Iowa and Chicago. He was up into third. Now he got dropped into fourth as Santiago Ruiz in the 18 car moved his way up into second with a 47.1, but it is still the 9 car, Chad Jones Jr., who leads the timing sheets with a 47.048. It looks like he will be on the pole as only 11 cars in this event, it looks like. All of the cars have taken their 2 qualifying laps. As we just said, only 11 cars are on the grid. So a short field here in Stinger. The past few nights we've had, I believe, exactly 15. Maybe, I believe last night we had 14 cars. But tonight, down to 11, which will definitely make... never mind, we're up to 12. But still, shorter field than normal here, which will definitely make our moderator's job easier tonight as just 12 cars to moderate. Willie Hope, his first lap, he's still the only driver yet to complete his second qualifying lap, but his first lap got him up into 5th position in the 35 car with a 47.47. That puts him at 227.5 miles an hour. Pole speed 229.5 miles an hour. Once again, still Chad Jones Jr. But let's see if Willie Hope can get the pole position. Doesn't look like he can, but somebody else just qualified, and that is going to be the 45, Xavier Martinez, with a lap 48.320. That puts him in 11th, and Hope has jumped up into 3rd place, his second lap at a 48.152, which puts him just about 4 hundredths behind Santiago Ruiz for second position. And we are going to the race, it looks like. So we will give you your starting grid as they fill in the field tonight. Here's the starting grid. Just give us a moment to get it to you. Chad Jones Jr., as we said on the poll, a lap 47.048. Santiago Ruiz in the 18 alongside. Willie Hope, Ben Cussin on the second row. Then it is Mishi Hood and Takumi Fujiwara in the third row. Fourth row, 7th and 8th positions, the 55, Brandon Carter. 8th position, the 80, Xavier Brown. 9th position, the 00, Brian Dillon. And 10th is the 33, Cliff Jones Jr. Then we've got Xavier Martinez and Matt Conley. And rounding out this 13-car Stinger field tonight, the 5, Jack Curry with a lap 49.653. So as we said earlier on, there is a cap to Stinger entries here. And that is 15, but we are under that cap at the moment. As I believe I'm going to try and figure out what the deal is with our ticker. Still in its early stages, but we're getting the kinks worked out. And yes, as you can see now, I hope 34 laps will be run here. All right, here we go. Get ready to start the Stinger race here at Coca-Cola. We're sorry for the interruptions here as we just try and fix our ticker. But nevertheless, we're ready to go. Chad Jones Jr. is going to lead us to the green flag. Santiago Ruiz in the 18 alongside. It's a Ford and a Toyota on the front row. We're racing at Coca-Cola Superspeedway. And Curry all the way down onto the apron. They fan out, going 4, maybe even 5 wide. Heading into turn 1, though, it is still Chad Jones Jr. who leads the field. Santiago Ruiz, and already a car in trouble. It's the 86 Takumi Fujiwara. And he's going to fall back, but up front, the 18 trying to make a move. He comes to the inside of the 9. This is the battle for the lead at Coca-Cola as they go 3 wide for the third position.
Yeah, a lot of contact towards that back of the pack with the 18. Currently, we've got the 45 of Xavier Martinez running up, and I believe that third position, hauling that inside line off of turn number 4, trying to get right to the back bumper.
And we had a car on the wall. It was the 55, Brandon Carter, but a new leader already. Santiago Ruiz is going to lead our first lap of 34. Here, and we have trouble. A flip by the number 35 of Willie Hope. Started, I believe, in the 4th or 3rd position today. He flips over on the front stretch. It's a single car wreck, although we are under the yellow flag. But it looks like we're going to race back to the caution line here as Ruiz still leads. Can Jones get a run? To the inside for third goes Cussin. On the 45, Xavier Martinez. But at the line, it will still be Santiago Ruiz who leads the field of 14 here. And we might already have it cut down to 13. As the 35, Willie Hope, went up and over on the front straightaway. Let's go back and get you a replay of that incident. Here we are from the bird's eye view. Watch the 35. And he got hit by the 5, Jack Curry, up and over on the front stretch. Although he does keep the car running. And there might have been trouble for the 86, maybe, or no, I believe the 86 might have just been running slow there. Because we did see him behind the 35 before we went to the rec replay. He's coming down along with about half, maybe more of the field. Chad Jones Jr. already coming down, and a black flag for the 45, Xavier Martinez. Let's see who stayed out. It seems to just be Curry and the 00 Brian Dillon, so these might be the pit stops to decide who leads this race early on. The fuel will not last the entire way. When I checked in practice, it said just about 26 laps, so this might be the final pit stop of the day. Of course, they might want to come in and refresh their tires as well. But it looks like Martinez just took fuel there, so he's going to lead. Maybe he was serving his black flag as well, but must have been a stop and go there. But Jones coming out, he's going to be the first of the cars that aren't a lap down nor serving a black flag. Carter's going to come out behind him. Carl Childress in the 8 will come out third on pit road, and fourth off pit road will be the 17. That's Ryan Arnold.
Drivers really going to have to haul their cars back up to the field, as we will be going green this time by, considering this is a super speedway, so caution lap should only be about a lap or two, give or take. So currently we have Santiago Ruiz still out front.
And yes, it is Ruiz out front, and he'll be followed by Ben Cusson in the 91, the 5 Jack Curry in third with Brian Dillon, and I believe Willie Hope, who caused the caution flag by flipping over on the front stretch. He stays in the top 5. He'll start in the 5th position here. Pace car ducks down pit road. We'll go back racing just about 30 laps to go here. Lap number 5 of 34. We're back green at the Coca-Cola Speedway, and it looks like Carl Childress might have jumped the start. No, he went on the outside line. That's going to be legal, at least in terms that the base game NR is concerned. He's going to gain a lot of positions, but I believe he did drop back there. But it is Ruiz, as now they might go 3 wide into turn 1. No, they don't. Jack Curry thinks better of it. Now he shoots up the racetrack in front of Brian Dillon and almost collects the 91 of Ben Cusson, who's now running very high as they come off of 2. Dillon to the inside now of Curry. This is for 2nd position. Fujiwara, he's 2 laps down in that Caterpillar 86 Chevrolet. But up front, the Toyota, the JBL 18, Santiago Ruiz leads the field as Cusson on the inside, trying to get to the inside of the 5. Jack Curry can't do it. 18 is blinking. That's a sign of lag trouble or internet issues. But we're still green and he still leads. But Curry, so usually fast in these Stinger races. Of course, he owns and operates the league. He is catching them. As they come off of 2, once again, it is still Ruiz, but here comes Curry. And the 91 of Cusson, not that far behind, Dillon behind him. Ruiz to the inside, Curry trying to use the outside lane. Will that be able to stick in turn 3? Ruiz, a little bit of trouble on the inside with the lag, but he maintains the lead. And Cusson right on the back bumper of Curry. Curry trying to get to the outside. Don't know if that was a blocking move on Cusson or a move for the lead on Ruiz. Nevertheless, he's going to be on the outside in turn 1. And now he ducks down, trying to get the draft, as we still have maybe server lag there as the entire field was bouncing around. Cusson trying to stay glued to the back bumper of Curry. But Ruiz, fast, alone on the inside line. He's strong down there. And look who's caught up as well, the 00 Brian Dillon, as well as the 45 Xavier Martinez, who has cleared his black flag and is now trying to run in the top 5 as he makes contact with the 00 of Dillon and almost comes up to hit him again. Right on that corner panel. Now he almost turns him. And Curry dipped out of line, then chose to try in the outside lane. Here he goes to the outside. Now he ducks back in line. But still, they almost go 3 wide further back as Martinez up to block the 00. Here is Chad Jones Jr., your pole sitter in that number 9 car. He's to the inside of Dillon. That's for 5th position. As Curry to the outside once again. Martinez sticking low in that 18 car. And Cussin is with Curry. That's going to allow Martinez to his inside as he gets very loose, bobbling all around the track off of turn number 4. Further back it is Carter, followed by Childress, followed by the 80. That's Xavier Brown. But up front, it is still Santiago Ruiz defending like Dale Earnhardt against Jack Curry. And here comes Cussin to the inside of Curry. He's finally abandoned him. He gets loose off of 2, sorry. They head down the backstretch. Speeds over 230 miles an hour. And now Cussin trying to make any move stick. Also, he has to deal with that 45 of Xavier Martinez, who's also looking to the high side now with help from Ryan Arnold. But he's going to fall back and look to the inside of Cussin. And it looks like the inside lane, no matter who you are, is your ticket to victory here at Coca-Cola. But here comes Arnold to the inside of Martinez, and Cussin trying to get to the inside of Curry. Not going to work. Top 2 will stay single file. No, Curry tried to duck to the inside in turn 2. It's not going to work, though, as they might run 3 wide coming down the backstretch. Arnold almost turned down into Jones Jr. He's going to run side by side. Now he's going to duck to the back of Martinez. Lap number 10 of 34. And I understand that we do have some issues with the ticker here. We'll fix that once we get pit stops or a caution flag here.
Actually, we're going to have lap traffic soon.
Yeah, look at this. Takumi Fujiwara just about half a straightaway ahead of the leaders. I believe he'll go high or stick to the apron of the racetrack to get out of their way. We'll have to see what he does, but to the inside goes Martinez. No, he's going to duck back in line. And Arnold trying to go to the outside of the 45 there. They all go down low there on the back straightaway as they catch up to Fujiwara once more. Curry once again trying that outside lane. And Martinez and Arnold side by side for third.
The field, Carl Childress up in the air. Oh my goodness, a blowover by the 8 of Carl Childress. Xavier Brown also collected. He's down pit road now.
It looks like we're staying green after a massive crash on the front straightaway. Doesn't look like we're going to be under the caution flag here as Ruiz lagging out. He's going to pull to the inside and maybe let the leaders through. No, he comes back out front. And he almost makes contact with Curry. He could have forced Curry into the wall. We're under the caution. Racing. As you just said, we're racing back to the line. Curry losing third. Almost turns the 45 of Martinez. Martinez might have turned himself there after coming up. And it is Santiago Ruiz who still leads after now 12 laps of 34. Let's go back and see what happened, and then we'll fix our ticker. Here we are. You're watching overhead the 8 truck or the 8 car of Carl Childress just gets hit by the 80 car, who slides into pit road, and you see Childress taking a wild ride. Let's go on board with the 8 car here. You see the speeds they're running at. Any error will cause that up in the air, especially on the straightaways. We'll be right back as we fix our ticker here at Coca-Cola. Actually, no. Looks like we're going to follow most of the cars coming down pit road. So off pit road, it looks like it is the 18 of Ruiz still leading, but I believe Curry stayed out maybe. No, Ruiz lost a lot of positions there. We're sorry for missing it, but up front now looks to be the 45, Xavier Martinez, although I don't know if he did make a pit stop. And now it looks like he's coming to pit road, along with the 86 of Fujiwara, so that means it should be Curry. He's going to pass them both, so I think Curry's going to be our leader. Pace lights are out, so it looks like we're going to go back to the green flag here at Coca-Cola. We'll be on lap 15 of 34. That'll leave us with 20 to go. Coming to the green flag. Pace car ducks down to pit road as so does, I believe, it's the 45, Xavier Martinez, but our interest is up front with the Navy number 5 Ford of Jack Curry. We're back green at the fictional Coca-Cola Super Speedway. And a huge jump for Curry as all the way to the inside goes Cussin. He was forced there by Ruiz, who was way off the pace, and Cussin's off the pace as well, as we almost had a car. That's the 20, who you just saw, Matt Conley. I believe we stay green. Curry's the leader, Ryan Arnold, and the 00 Brian Dillon fighting for second. Takumi Fujiwara is a lapped car behind him, although he's still competing for position and affecting the race. And the 00 looks like he's blown an engine. And he is done for the day. Conley has been ejected from the race, just so you know. And the 00, it's officially as a tire puncture. So Conley was ejected. That's why he was gone. And the 00 was gone due to a puncture of the tire. So very unfortunate for both the 20 and the 00, especially the 00 who was running up front for most of the day and started up front. And here comes Arnold to the inside for the lead. Just 18 laps to go when they get to the line, but Arnold to the inside with help from Fujiwara closing in. Now Fujiwara goes high. Curry all the way to the bottom, almost took the nose off the 17. And here comes Carter in the 55. Brandon Carter to the inside for second. And he's going to get that position in that AMD Ford. And now they might run 3 wide for the lead. Yeah, they are. Arnold on the inside's going to get it, it looks like. Off of 2, new leader, 17 Toyota. It's Ryan Arnold.
They're still side by side down the back straightaway. Jack Curry he's pretty much getting shoved into the wall by the 55 of Brandon Carter. They're side by side. 2 rows.
Oh, whoa, there was smoke in there. Smoke going into turn 3. I believe it was from the 17. And we do have a spinner.
Childress.
It's the 91 Ben Cussin who spins on the front straightaway.
That turn 3 smoke actually came from the 8 of Carl Childress. It looks like he actually lost it a little bit going into 3 and kind of drifted it through there, but he hit the apron and saved it, so it's all good for the 8 car.
Well, he's still continuing on, although he is a little bit off pace, and it looks like the 55 might have hit the wall off of 2. He's fallen all the way back, and the 86 goes around, up onto his side, down the back straightaway and into the inside wall. Still really just a single car spin, but that has brought out the caution here, and it will right now. Coming racing back to the line, it will be Ryan Arnold who leads Santiago Ruiz back up in to the second position now. But we're under caution here, just coming to 15 to go. Let's go back and give you the replay for what happened with the 86 Takumi Fujiwara. here we are. Here's the deal. The 86 Caterpillar car, the one we're watching, he comes up. I think we got to blame that on him, but look at that. Basically the same as Carl Childress on the front straightaway. Looks like he came up into the 5 of Jack Curry. Let's go back and take a look at it. Let's watch this from Curry's view to see. Yeah, it doesn't look like he changed his steering direction. Might have gone a little bit low. It wasn't really that much of a hook. Just wrong time. But let's watch from the roof view of the 86 Takumi Fujiwara. Here you see the hood flaps getting deployed, the roof flaps also deployed, those in place to keep the car from flying through the air. As now on pit road, pretty much everybody but the 35, Willie Hope. So let's see what happens here. Once again, 2 cars have retired. Brian Dillon, the 00, due to a tire puncture. Matt Conley, the 20, was ejected from the race. Fujiwara, who just wrecked, is 4 laps down. He's running 11th. And Connor Dowdy currently in last. He's running 18th. But according to our ticker service, he is still running tonight. Benjamin Cusson, the first off of pit road, as Willie Hope is the leader, will come to the green flag this time by. It'll be lap number 21 of 34. We'll have 14 laps remaining in this race, the Stinger Next Gen race at Coca-Cola Superspeedway. And I forgot to mention at the beginning of the broadcast, this is our first time running these Next Gen cars in the year 2023. We're happy you're here with us to enjoy it. We hope you've enjoyed the action so far. And we're ready to go back green. The 35 is the leader, although it looks like he might be coming to pit road this time by. He does not have fresh tires as opposed to the rest of the field behind him, led by the 91 Ben Cusson, who also seems to be coming to pit road. So those two, the top two, coming to pit road. So it looks like it'll be the 17 Ryan Arnold. No, they're all going to stay out. Only car coming down looks to be the pace car as we're ready to go back green. There's the flag. We're back racing at Coca-Cola. And look at the 45, Xavier Martinez. That's not going to be legal, right? Yeah, he's going to slow down for obvious reasons there. But the leader, I believe, is Santiago Ruiz. Let's just get confirmation as Cusson goes to his inside. These guys all on the lead lap. And yes, it is going to be Ben Cusson, your leader, with a huge run off the start. Ryan Arnold to the outside of Santiago Ruiz for second. He's going to get it. And look at the damage as all the way to the apron goes the 80 Xavier Brown. He's going to get nothing there, actually, as Carl Childress to the outside of Santiago Ruiz. And one thing I've noticed about the 18 corner is that he hasn't had much trouble, or he has had a lot of trouble on those restarts.
As he nearly kills Carl Childress, just almost clips the front end of him coming off of turn 4 just there, as we do have a battle towards the back between about like 4 different cars fighting for, I believe, that 5th position right now, as Takumi goes high for the lead lap cars as we're going to head back down the back straightaway.
Well, we do have a new leader, and once again, it is that 17 Toyota of Ryan Arnold. But here comes Ruiz to his outside now in turn 3. As the 91 almost spinning, and there he goes. He's going to collect Childress and Jack Curry into the wall as well in turn 3. Our first multi-car accident of the night. It involves the 5. The 91 caused it, spinning in turn 3, as well as, who was it actually? I forget now. It was the 8, Carl Childress as well, who's been in his fair share of trouble today. We're under the caution flag, and I don't believe we are racing back. No, we're not. It is Ryan Arnold who will lead us back to the yellow here. Coming to 10 laps to go, actually. As we neglected to mention the black flag for Xavier Martinez. Well, we did mention it. We didn't mention that it was official. But let's get a replay on what happened there. So here's the replay. We're watching the 91, Ben Cussin. Watch him going into 3, just breaks loose, saves it, but breaks loose again, comes up, collects the 8 and the 5. And 3 hard licks into the wall for each of those cars, and Martinez almost got hit as well. Let's go on board with Mr. Cussin here. Yeah, it just broke loose, and boom. Nothing else to say about that. And a tire problem will send the 91 behind the garage for good, and will end his night. But we're coming back to the green flag here. It'll be lap number 25 of 34. 10 laps will remain in this Stinger race at Coca-Cola. Something to mention is, I believe, the point of no return. 5 laps left is the point of no return. That's a rule in Stinger. Once we reach that point, no more yellows. And it's especially big for a track as big and as fast and as dangerous as Coca-Cola Superspeedway. So as they head down the backstretch one last time under the pace car, I'm not saying this will be our final yellow flag. I'm just saying it could be our final yellow flag. So let's just go through. There's 2 black flags. Both one is assessed to the 45, Xavier Martinez. Another assessed to the 80, Xavier Brown. Jack Curry in the 5 involved in that accident has retired. Ben Cussin, also involved, has retired. He had a tire problem. A tire puncture for Brian Dillon leaves him retired. And the 20, Matt Conley, was ejected from tonight's race early on in the running. So 14 cars started. 5 have retired. Doing the quick maths, that just leaves us with 9 total cars on the track. And just 7 of them are on the lead lap. In fact, that third place car in line, Takumi Fujiwara, is not on the lead lap. He's in fact 4 laps down. Doesn't matter to the top 2. They're running for the win. Green flags back out. We are racing once again at Coca-Cola Superspeedway. And Fujiwara already to the inside of Ruiz has Martinez to the inside of Carter. They're running 3 wide coming into turn 1.
A lot of contact between them heading down into turn number 1. We did have a little bit of conflict with that 55, I believe, giving a bump to the, I believe that's the 35 of Willie Hope as we head down the back straightaway.
And Arnold still maintaining the lead, trying to block the 86 of Fujiwara from gaining one of his many laps back, but Kari has to contend with is the 45, Xavier Martinez, running in second position. He has cleared his black flag as he gets on the apron, almost slides up the racetrack and almost takes out the 86 there, which is going to allow the 17 to go as we are experiencing a little bit of server lag here right now. Martinez falling back. He's going to go behind Chad Jones Jr., it looks like, here for the second position. And now, just 10 laps remain.
Some really good racing between a lot of these drivers today. It's been a pretty heck of a race as we head down the back straightaway. Takumi holding up the rest of the field. That's going to allow our leader of Ryan Arnold to pull away slightly, as I believe.
Sorry to interrupt, but I believe the 9's trying to use him to slipstream or slingshot up once he gets up to the 17 here of Arnold. The 45 tried to go to his outside, almost lost it coming into 3, but we run clean coming down the front stretch as they're going to try and split the 86, and it looks like they might be successful. So this is now 8 laps to go at the line. Martinez to the inside of Chad Jones Jr., the 9 car. This is for second position, and it looks like he's going to get it. Ruiz to the high side of the 86. Once again, he's not running for position. As the 9 bumping the 45 down the back straightaway here at Coca-Cola Superspeedway. And here comes the 18 closing up. He's going to give a shove to the 9. And the 9 back to the inside of that 45. Into turn 3 now as Arnold losing a little bit of his lead. He heads back down to the inside as the 9 goes up to block the 45. And to the Pit road, you saw in the background, is the 18, Santiago Ruiz. An unscheduled pit stop, it seems. He would have liked to pit under the yellow flag, but maybe his tires just finally gave out, or it's possible he has not pitted so far, but I don't think so, because only 2 cars, both are not even running right now, did not pit. Ooh, and a car in the wall! It was the 35. That's the 35 car, Willie Hope.
Gonna keep it clean though. It's just a slight tap.
And a black flag for Santiago Ruiz. That's probably why he came down pit road to service that. Don't know what that would have been for.
It was, I believe, for reckless driving.
That would make sense. So as they come, this is 6 laps to go at the line now. Lap number 29 out of 34. Arnold with the lead, but Martinez, he's in second. The 9, Chad Jones Jr. in third position. Behind them, the 86, Takumi Fujiwara, not running for position. 45 and 9 trying to battle. The 35, who got into the wall just there, Willie Hope, running fourth. And fifth, the 8 car, Carl Childress. Let's see, as these guys have fallen a little bit further back, but the 8 trying to use the 35 to draft. The 80 gets loose going into 3. That's Xavier Brown in that M&M's Toyota. But the 18 to the inside, they're lapping him, and Arnold might have gotten to the wall there. Jones Jr. up to second. Martinez back to third.
To all you spectators out there, we've now officially hit the point of no return. This means no more cautions. Drivers can wreck as much as they want, but nothing will be thrown. So at this point, it's just a matter of surviving to the finish, as they're 3 wide at the back of the field.
My gosh. Well, as soon as we hit it, it looks like everybody's going to head straight into the wall. We are now, as my partner Corner said, we're now at 5 laps remaining, coming to 4 to go. It is still Ryan Arnold. Just 4 more laps led, and he'll tie the most laps led of the day by Santiago Ruiz, who has fallen 1 lap down and out of contention for the win. A dominant car today, unfortunately, fallen behind due to black flags. But Jones Jr. up into second, maintaining the bottom line, trying to maintain the slipstream with Arnold. If he keeps that draft, he'll be able to close up and possibly take the win away from that dominant 17. But Martinez with Ruiz trying to go to the outside. That might not work unless the 18 gives him a huge shove heading into 3. Doesn't look like it. Toyota, Ford, 2 Toyotas occupy the top 4. And in 5th, the Chevrolet, the lone Chevrolet in the top 5. The 8 Carl Childress, and we do have a wreck! The 45 up and over into the 76 side. And the 35 also goes around right in front of the 80, right in front of the 86. He's going to spin across the start finish line. Ruiz is in trouble, doesn't matter. As my partner the first corner said, we are still going green due to the point of no return. A rule in Stinger, once we pass the 5 lap to go mark, no more yellow flags. So now it's becoming a literal 2-car race between the 17 of Ryan Arnold and the 9 Chad Jones Jr. 3 laps to go. It'll be 2 to go at the line.
The poor 55 of Brandon Carter had to avoid 4 different cars wrecking on the front stretch. Luckily, he was able to get by. I believe he is running currently 5th now at the line, as we still have this battle for the lead with 2 laps to go here at the 3-mile oval of Coca-Cola Superspeedway. So we have a little less than 6 miles left remaining. Chad Jones Jr. doing everything he possibly can down the back straightaway to get up to that 17 who's been dominant all night of Ryan Arnold. If they wreck, that 8 of Carl Childress just lurking behind them, waiting for something to happen.
And something to note, the 45, Xavier Martinez, officially has retired. He was the one flipping into that Unical 76 sign. Here we are, though. White flag this time by the 2 leaders, the 17 Ryan Arnold. He's going to tie most laps led for the day. Chad Jones Jr. behind, trying to spoil his party. It's between a Toyota and a Ford in second. Back in third, you could just see him in the back of our picture there. The 8 Carl Childress, the lone Chevy remaining in this race. And these 3 seem to be the lone cars remaining in this race, at least the cars in contention for the win. Arnold right down to the inside on the backstretch. Jones trying to use every possible move he can to try and close up to that 17 off of turn 4 is going to be his final chance to do it. Let's see, can he get a good run? Right now it's Arnold hugging that yellow line on the bottom. Let's see. It is going to be, unless this lap car gets in the way, no, Ruiz drops to the bottom side. Ryan Arnold wins at Coca-Cola Superspeedway. And the 18, yeah, the 18, oh my God, Childress was involved in that wreck. He'll finish third nonetheless, but up front, congratulations to Ryan Arnold, the 17 car driver, the Toyota. Let's see if we can get him in here in just a moment. And we apologize. We're not going to be able to get the 17, our winner Ryan Arnold's interview here, as he does some burnouts on the front straightaway. But what we will be able to do is get you our final results here from the Coca-Cola Super Speedway. It is Ryan Arnold, our winner, in that 17 car you see burning out on the front straightaway. The 9, Chad Jones Jr., finishes in second position today. He finished just 0.097 seconds off of Arnold's final time. Carl Childress, we saw wrecking at the line there, finished in third position, 2 seconds off. Xavier Brown finished fourth. 55, Brendan Carter rounds out the top 5. And Willie Hope, last of the guys on the lead lap in his 35, finishing 6th. Takumi Fujiwara down almost 4 laps for the entire day. He was finishing in 7th, just 1 lap down. Santiago Ruiz finished 8th. He was 2 laps down at the line and then retired. The 45, Xavier Martinez, finished 9th. Running out the top 10, Jack Curry, who also retired. Ben Cusson retired with a tire problem. Brian Dillon retired with a tire puncture. He finished 12th. Matt Conley was ejected from the race. He finished 13th. And Connor Dowdy finished 34 laps down. Basically didn't even run a lap, as he lost connection. So we hope you enjoyed this stream. We hope you enjoyed our new ticker here at Stinger, inspired by NASCAR.com and developed by our league president, Jack Curry. For everybody at Stinger, my partner, the First Corner, and myself, Matthew Merlino, thank you for watching tonight's race here at Coca-Cola Super Speedway. I hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed it. And have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.